What's up, King fam? Welcome back. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day so far. If this is your first time visiting the channel, welcome. My name is Dennis. It is a pleasure to have you all here. This is going to be something a little bit different. I'm going to be reacting to the SB19 story, the series that Casual Chuck has created. We have episode 0 through episode 4, and I want to react to this series and just watch the series to get a better understanding of where the gentleman from SB19 started, how this path was how they paved this path, what they've gone through. And I believe that Casual Chuck has spent, a great deal of time doing his research and putting these videos together. He spends a lot of time on his material, and I'm really liking what Casual Chuck is doing. Really appreciating his content, and people in the past have told me to react to this, but now is the time to do it. And I also want to apologize for my energy being kind of low. I know a lot of times I bring a lot of hype energy to the reactions, but truth be told, I've kind of had a really rough day. And I'm hoping that watching this video and then continuing to do the others will help lift my spirits up. I tend to get a little down during the holidays anyway, but it has been a rough day today. So let's watch some SB19. Let's start with episode 0, Ghost. 3 missing members revealed. Let's see where this starts from. And Chuck, thank you so much for allowing me to react to your series. I reached out to him and asked permission first. So thank you so much for agreeing. I greatly appreciate you, sir. Before we get started, please make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, make sure notifications are turned on. Check out the description box. You'll see all the ways you can get in touch with our socials and drop suggestions and requests, your thoughts in the comment section. So let's go ahead and get started. Long intro. I apologize, guys. Yes, make sure that you guys are, I'm sure most of you that are here that are watching this, you guys are probably subscribed and support Chuck, but please make sure you do.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy. Some people
And we appreciate all that hard work. We appreciate all your hard work, man. Thank you.
called me out because I credited the Go Up dance choreography to Stel and Ken. They wanted me to only credit Stel. Well, guess what? I was wrong. Because it was all of them who choreographed it.
Sino ba yung main lead ng choreograph? Bakit? Ikaw ba nag-choreograph ng ad-lib namin? Hindi. Siyempre, kakapolish ko sa inyo. Nakabisado ko na yung ad-libs nyo. Oh.
It was a team effort. Now that we're past that, let's get into the video. This is the timeline that most of us know. A timeline that we managed to stitch together using the information we found on the web. The internet is a vast universe. It is so big that there are still tons of information that are just hidden in plain sight. And some of them are just waiting to be discovered.
Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's originally 7 members. Is that what that is? Excuse me. Dude, that's really sick.
What if I told you that Pablo, Stel, Josh, and Justin almost debuted with 3 other guys in 2017?
Wow.
Would you believe me?
Wow. I hear you still.
Did Still just belt the entire bridge? Damn. Their group surely looked and sounded promising, but what exactly happened to the three other guys?
Yeah, what happened?
Before we even became SB19 as a group po, actually si Stel na iwan siya. Si Stel and Justin actually. Kumbaga lahat kami nag-quit na. Bumalik lang kami dahil nga parang gusto namin pagpatuloy yung pangarap namin.
The word quit has a negative connotation, but we have to understand that there are a lot of things going on behind that decision. A good example is the lack of financial income because they didn't even have a salary to begin with. And I'm sure that there are many other valid reasons. Imagine doing the same thing over and over and over again for more than 2 years.
Oh yeah.
I can only imagine their state of mind during those times. So let's address the elephant in the room. Who are these guys? And where in the world are they now?
Why does he have a naked picture with a cat?
Do you recognize this guy? I'm
Yeah.
not talking about shirtless Stel, you guys. I'm talking about this guy, Rafa. He was supposed to be the group's bass vocalist. After
Okay.
training with ShowBT, he moved on by running a K-pop reaction channel on YouTube. He also works as a
Wow.
freelance videographer and is now actively supporting his presidential candidate. He also made an appearance in the emotionally charged video greeting for SB19 in their Our Zone concert.
Wow. Okay, that's some really cool behind the scenes stuff there.
After a few test runs, they revamped the group to join the 2017 Pinoy K-pop star. This is when the prototype team was formed. For whatever
Paradox.
reason, Rafa was replaced by this guy, Zeno.
So they were Paradox at first.
They did not win in the competition.
Yeah, I prefer SB19 to Paradox.
After Zeno's stint with ShowBT, he became a member of the OG roster of the K-pop cover group called Zero to Hero.
Okay.
And speaking of OG members, it just so happened that C13 of Vision was part of it as well.
Okay.
It's so mind-blowing how interconnected our idols' lives were, and I'm not even done yet. During my research, I stumbled upon this clip with C13 and Josh on the same stage. Just a fair warning, what you're about to see will slightly break your heart. I
Wow.
also
Okay.
saw C13 getting tired of his clothes. Nananahimik ako sa pagre-research tapos ito yung bubulaga. Anyway, when C13 left the country to work in the US, the remaining Zero to Hero members decided to debut as a P-pop group.
Sa'yo na lang ang puso kong ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. May takot man pero kayang lampasan. Huwag kang mag-alala.
I'm sure most of you didn't know
Never heard of that group before. Now, I think you're about to say that.
this, but their debut wasn't a success, so they were forced to back out. After the setback, Zeno got into modeling and also pursued his interest in freelance videography. In the present day, he lives his life privately with a little mix of dancing from time to time.
Ooh, that beat is gross.
While all of these things are happening, our boy Ken has been wreaking havoc in the K-pop dance cover world with his group GA7.
Okay. Hey.
And Amigo 7.
Hey. Oh, I love how it was slow motion. Love how it was slow motion, straight up hip hop group. Hey.
Sheesh.
Nice.
The next one I'm gonna talk about is this guy, Kurt. Not gonna lie, I sometimes mistook him for Justin because they have a similar frame.
I see
Even
that.
before his trainee days, he was already a member of Seon together with Stell and Josh.
They do have a similar look.
After training with Show BT, he moved on by teaching dance to students and continued performing with his K-pop cover group called Principium.
Hey, hey.
You can check out their YouTube channel. They still make some awesome K-pop dance covers to this day. Kurt presently works as an animator and a digital painter as well.
P-PopCon 2022. Press hit play.
It was
Familiar with those
Pablo
guys?
who stood there to watch the whole duration of PHP's rehearsal. There was also Stell, Josh, and Justin. It's because they were brothers. The last guy who almost became SB19 happens to be a member of PHP now, and that is JP. This guy, along with Charles and Yukito, were Pablo's mentors because he was the youngest among their PHP dance cover group. They were instrumental in what Pablo has become. The boys also trained in Show BT together, only to see their closest brothers to not make it. This specific moment is very special because we just witnessed the full circle. From
That is nuts right there. That is so crazy how a lot of these groups are connected like that.
Pablo
And I understand that, they're all close and friends behind the scenes.
being the youngest to becoming the leader of SB19. From seeing his brothers struggle so hard to finally seeing their success.
That's awesome. Look at Pablo, man. Look at Pablo. He's got tears in his eyes for him. I love that.
In our lives, there can be moments when you
love
feel
that.
like it's easier to give up. Heck, some people in this video even gave up at one point, but they came right back with a different perspective. Their past didn't break them, it built them. Yukito was in fact the leader of Zero to Hero that failed in their debut, but that didn't stop him. He came back with a different game plan together with his brothers who also failed with him in the past, and look at where they are now. So if you're watching this video and you are going through tough times, change your perspective. Thank the person who broke up with you because it gave you the opportunity to meet someone better in your life. Thank your boss for firing you because it gave you the opportunity to explore entrepreneurship. Thank your haters because life would be boring without them. Don't be bitter. Be better. Always choose to be kind. If you don't do that, you'll just end up as a mere ghost in the past.
Look at Chuck dropping some wisdom there, man. Very wise words, my guy. Wise words. Had no idea about the other members in the beginning and going through called Paradox. Oh, and that said soon, episode 3. Very awesome. So that's episode 0. that's really cool. So here on the same recording, let's go ahead and go into episode 1, sound break. And then I'll do another video of episodes 2, 3, and 4. I'll do episodes probably 2, 3, and 4 together. Let's do episodes 0 and 1, episodes 2, 3, and 4, depending on how long they are. Try to do those together and have those come out tomorrow. So, episode 1, sound break. Like I said before, guys, make sure you subscribe and support Chuck here. Casual Chuck.
Disclaimer, this video is only based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's possible to have discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy.
2016. What cult triple, what in the happy-go-lucky is this song all about?
This is Cult Triple, a group of talented performers and comedians from Korea you've probably never heard of.
Nope.
They were formed back in 1994 when the word K-pop hasn't even been invented. In 2002, one of the members made the biggest mistake of his life, which will change the entire course of P-pop history.
Okay. He made the biggest mistake of his life?
Do you remember this song?
Not at all. And what in the SB19 is going on right here?
It all started with this man, Jong Song-han.
Okay.
When he left the trio in 2002 to become an entrepreneur, Cult Triple became Cult 2. Most of their fans definitely thought that Song-han's decision was a huge mistake because the remaining members started racking up different awards in the entertainment industry. If he only stuck around, he would have gotten those awards too. But this man's decision was final. He used all of his savings to build an event organizing company called ShowBT Entertainment. Yep, I'm talking about
ShowBT.
Tatang Robin.
Well, okay.
Tatang noticed how passionate Filipino fans were during the rise of K-pop, so he wanted to organize K-pop concerts and events that promote Korean and Filipino culture. To make that happen, he needed entertainers, a group of young people that will be part of the package of their service as an event organizer. We are talking about people who can do dancing, singing, and even act as servants like waiting tables and assisting guests. So he held an audition and hundreds of young talents applied. 30 of them passed as trainees. They were then called Nara, which in Korean means country and is the national tree of the Philippines. They went to multiple events together, including the fan meeting event of the K-pop group called Off-Road.
I can find 내게 갈 때까지 Cause you're my lady 널 향한 driving
After numerous events,
okay, I see some familiar faces here.
Tatang Robin saw something special when it comes to Filipino talent. He realized that some of his trainees were far too talented to just end up as small-time performers.
Yeah.
So he decided to launch the first P-pop boy group that underwent strict Korean-type training. Out of the 30 trainees, only few have made it.
Which few are those, Chuck? Who would they be, sir?
Jan Paulo Nase. He always wanted to be a performer. As a young dreamer, he joined several competitions as a soloist and also a member of the K-pop dance cover group called PHP. As a trainee, he was the guy who shows up early and
press hit play.
leaves late despite juggling a full-time job as a data analyst to provide for his family.
Wow, really?
He was the first one selected due to his undeniable diligence and leadership qualities.
Yeah.
He is known to have critically acclaimed songwriting ability, a badass rapper, and was often dubbed as a genius, but he consistently denied it because he claimed to be just a hard worker. This made him the destined leader of the group. He debuted with the name Sejun, but later changed his name to Pablo. Now that the methodical leader is chosen, they needed more members.
Why the name change? Why start off with Sejun and then change it to Pablo?
Tatang Robin just got a genius composer in Pablo, so they needed someone who can dance. And this next guy is exactly that. And even more.
Sylvester
Ahero. He was only 16 when he started competing as a dancer while studying. He was a born winner despite growing up as a bullied kid. He made performing his escape from the harsh reality of the world. He did a great job channeling the negative aspect of his life and converting it by winning multiple K-pop dance cover competitions with his group, Saeyeon.
I love that.
He is also a hard worker. He was teaching dance to kids while competing. There was a point when he worked too hard that it threatened his life due to poor health.
Alright, Still. I'm gonna you calm down, my guy. Just calm down a little bit, my dude. Relax, chill, take it cool, take it easy. There's plenty of years to go around, my guy. Take it slow.
He is a very skilled choreographer. In fact, he's the main culprit behind most of SB19's snappy and amazingly synchronized dance routines. But little did they know that dancing wasn't even his only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocal.
I'm sorry, guys, for yawning so much. It's like 2 a.m.
Only talent. He easily became the main heavenly voice of the group because his vocals were just out of this world.
Exactly.
He debuted as Stel, the main vocalist, the lead dancer, and choreographer of the group.
Mr. Josh Cullen.
Josh Cullen Santos became homeless at the age of 16 and it was his decision. He's had the worst childhood among the other members. From growing up in a toxic environment to being physically abused as a kid by their nanny. At an early age, he witnessed what it feels like to be a member of a middle-class family that went rock bottom in just a matter of months. He experienced getting evicted from apartments to smaller rooms. It came to a point when his family had nothing to eat but ketchup and salt. They had no permanent address. Because of that, Josh and his sister dropped out of school multiple times, so they got bullied at school for being repeaters. Sometimes he would get into fistfights for defending her. Josh had enough of this, so he took matters into his own hands by leaving. He became independent and started working as an internet cafe attendant. Using his own income, he took the alternative learning system and was able to finish his high school degree.
Good job.
Clearly had no background in performing. Not until he met new friends from the dance community, which led to him meeting Stel and Saeyeon.
Hey, yeah, okay. See how all when God has something on your life, there is nothing you can do about it. God will connect the dots one way or another. You don't even have to worry about it.
They became co-members and went on to win numerous K-pop dance cover competitions all over Asia. They even met BTS during one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way, Josh was saved by Stel.
Wow, how about that, dude? How about that? And then I saw something when not too long ago where BTS was giving a shout out to SB19 I think about a year ago. How about that? It's so crazy.
During one of their winning runs in Korea. In a way, Josh was saved by Stel after trying so hard to save himself. And it paid off because after training, Josh ended up debuting as the lead rapper and dancer of the group.
Awesome. Justin.
Josh didn't have to audition. Apparently, he was a very good-looking guy that when he joined a talent workshop as a teenager, Show BT immediately took notice and offered him to become a trainee to improve his singing and dancing skills. He was one of the late joiners, and when he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar. So they were buddies too. They knew each other too. I tell you what though, You talk about Justin and his vocals getting better. The way he sang his verse of Mappa on the Wish Bus. Oh my wow.
When he did, he immediately saw a familiar face in Josh.
You look familiar.
Apparently, the two had a stint in performing together in a K-pop dance cover group called Zero to Hero.
Zero. Okay.
Welcome to my world, let's do this.
Very familiar names again from the earlier video. And there's Josh. Yep.
So Justin as well wasn't new in the world of performing. He auditioned to be a part of the televised Pinoy boy band Superstar show, but he didn't even make it to the live auditions.
Wow.
Perhaps it was fate. He didn't have great singing skills at the time. It was only when he became a trainee that he improved astoundingly in the vocal department. He went on to finish his college degree in multimedia arts while training, which
Good
earned
job.
him skill in filmmaking. He
Good
then
job.
got selected to debut as the main visual, the sub-vocalist, and the creative director of the group. He was the would-be director behind the record-breaking P-pop music video, What, and more. But that's a story.
So Justin is the one who's behind the What video? Look, man, I'm telling you, man, look how God will take your path and he connects all these dots together. You, unbeknownst to you, you are gathering the tools to help you get along the way. Look how all of this, look how all of their journeys has equipped them for what they need, for what they're using, how they're being able to apply it to SB19 as the group. I'm telling you, dude, when God has something for your life, there ain't nothing you can do to stop it. It's going to happen.
Story for another video. At this point, Show BT seemed to have completed the group. 4 members in a P-pop group, a nice even number. 2 rappers and 2 vocalists. They were perfectly balanced, but they felt like something was missing. Perhaps someone was missing. Someone who could take this already
So this is after the other 3 guys were gone.
great group of guys and push them to achieve the next level, the extraordinary level. Someone so naturally gifted that he could stand out in the presence of the already talented group of young artists.
Mr.
This
Philippe.
venture that Tatang Robin took needed an apex, so he started the online auditions. When Josh heard about it, he was like, I know a guy.
Oh, you know a guy, huh? Mr. Ken.
Philip John Suson is such a specimen. He was so naturally gifted that excelling in sports looked like a walk in the park for him.
Ooh.
He grew up in the church under the care of his grandparents. He was an artistic kid, so he was active as an editorial cartoonist in school.
Okay.
Nobody taught him to play musical instruments. He taught himself by just listening to the music, so he ended up becoming a southpaw guitarist, but he later fixed it as he learned more. He didn't even know that he could dance until he was forced to in order to get good grades during their school intrams. After discovering dance, he transformed from a guy who didn't know it to someone who can fly.
Yeah.
Because of his raw talent, he ended up
Ugh.
teaching dance to the entire school and continued on to form a K-pop dance cover group called Amigo 7.
Bro, and we all know now that he be dancing like he is nasty, disgusting, and grimy with his dancing now. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that my guy can dance.
Apparently, his group gave Josh's group so much trouble during their early competitions because they were very good rivals. So he decided to recruit him. But Philip was hundreds of islands away and didn't have the money. What did Josh do? He shelled out for his plane ticket. With nothing else to
Wow.
lose, Philip went and left his previous life in the countryside. He then trained with the boys and officially debuted with them as Ken, the main dancer, the bass vocalist, and the lead rapper of the group.
And now you got the 5 parts, you got the 5 fingers to the hand that make it all complete.
One thing to note is that they were an unlikely bunch because they wouldn't have met each other if Tatang Robin stayed with his already successful group in Korea. Justin failed his first audition, so he didn't even bother to audition again because he thought he wasn't ready. And Josh wouldn't have attempted to recruit Ken if Show BT's training program didn't even exist. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the butterfly effect.
The butterfly effect. Wow. If dude had stayed in that group and not had left and do his dream of creating Show BT and putting his time and effort to the training of other people, these five fellas being in an unlikely, at most, you probably would have had the three guys together. You would have had, at most, you would have had Stell, Pablo, and Josh. Justin would not have been part of it all. Neither would Ken, being so far apart. Crazy.
When a small and seemingly insignificant occurrence has a rippling effect through time, leading to a consequential event sometime long after the initial event, or as Google would put it, a phenomenon whereby a minute localized change in a complex system can have a large effects elsewhere.
Wow.
Tatang Robin's so-called mistake back in 2002 led to forming the future P-pop Kings. In 2018, SB19 was formed. The name of the group was carefully picked. The number 19 is the sum of Korea and the Philippines area code digits 82 and 63. So 8 plus 2 plus 6
10 and
plus
9,
3
okay.
is 19. SB doesn't only mean show BT. It is all about their ultimate goal for Pinoy sound to break into the
This is our sound break.
music industry, which is fearlessly represented by this phrase. Soundbreak.
Chills. 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 That is amazing. Go back and like that video. Let's back up. And like that video. Wow. You know, first off, Chuck, man, thank you so much for your time, your effort on the research. Thank you so much for your compiling of clips, coming up with a script to do this. Your editing skills are off the charts. Wonderful job there. Your narration is amazing, dude. You make amazing videos, amazing content, far more than anything than reaction that I do. So props to you on your video editing skills. You are doing some really good work over there, my man. And what a great way to how you depicted the butterfly effect of all of this. Just think about what you would not have had Dude stayed in the group. Think if Dude had not stayed in the group, think about what you would not have right now. SB19 would not be what it is right now. There's no way that Justin would have been found. Like, Justin would have never been found because he never, at that point, he never even auditioned again. Like, he would still be doing multimedia work somewhere else. Ken would still be out in the countryside somewhere, doing whatever he was doing on a different island, hundreds of miles away. There's a good chance at some point that Josh, would still be, doing what he was doing. But he linked up with Stell and they did, the K-pop dance covers, and went and did all those things. I mean, it's so crazy how it all came together. It's so crazy how it all came together. Through the Nara stuff, like all of that was because he left. All of that was because he left that group and did Show BT. It's crazy when God has something in store for you in your life. It may take a while to get there. Either you're not ready for it by his standards, or you keep getting in your own way because you're not ready for it by your standards. But one way or another, when the time is right, when God's timing is right, it will happen. It will sync up. And along the way, you will have gathered everything that you need, every tool that you need along the way to make the journey work for you once you get there. That's exactly what's happened here. I cannot wait to do episodes 2, 3, and 4 with you guys. So come back tomorrow. I cannot say enough to Casual Chuck. Wonderful job on your video editing, your compiling of all of this. Your research is wonderful, my man. Thank you so much for providing this to all of us. And I hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction and watching all of this. I did not know all of this stuff about the guys. I have known a couple of things about their humble beginnings, just from a lot of you guys telling me in the comment section, but I did not know all of this history. It's crazy to see how all of this came together. Truly destined by God, I believe. So if you guys enjoyed the reaction, come back for more. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, make sure notifications are turned on. Check out the description box below. You'll see links to all of my stuff. You will see links to Casual Chuck stuff as also. So please go and check all that stuff out. Drop suggestions and requests for future reactions down in the comments section. And like I said, thank you guys so much for always being here, showing love and support to the channel. Make sure you show Casual Chuck love and support as well. Love you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.